Howdy, y'all. I hope you're all staying safe and staying away from people. Whatever you do, don't talk, don't look, don't go near anybody. Lock yourself in the closets, lock yourself in the bathroom with your computers, of course, so you can get work done. And I think we'll pull through this just fine. That's not school policy, that's just some advice from yours truly. Oh, Alex, if you're watching this, are you ready? 1, 2, 3, shoot. I'm sure I won. All right, so for the sake of this video, we're going to be discussing the external assessments, but before we do, it's important to note that IB has not canceled, has not postponed anything. And so to go in line with that, I'm not going to postpone anything either. HL, you've already submitted your IAs, so I'm already grading those. SL, your international trade IAs are still due this Thursday by midnight, so I'm not extending that deadline. Make sure you get that done. If you need more peer review, then just share it with a buddy, share a Google Doc with them, and have them give you feedback that way. If you need help with that, just shoot me an email. I'll be more than happy to facilitate that. But for the sake of this video, we're going to review and cover, we're going to review and cover the basics, the basic expectations and formatting of the paper one. Just in case you forgot or you were absent the day that we worked on this, I thought it would be important to share this video with you guys so as to not fall behind with our preparations for the external assessment. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right in to save time. So the first thing you need to really pay attention to are the command terms. All right, the command terms are very important because it gives you an idea of what IB expects from the questions that they're going to be asking of you. The more common type of questions are going to be to describe, or to discuss, or to explain, or evaluate. So having an understanding of what these terms mean so as to better meet the expectations of IB in your responses, it's important to have this information. So I am going to be sharing this as a PDF file in the file folder of your ManageBac courses. So be looking for this document. Again, these are called command terms. Just to review, those will be in the file folder for you. So when you start your paper one in the afternoon of May 13th, it's going to look just like this. This is an actual paper one from a previous year. So you'll see the instructions on the front. And as such, you will have 1 hour and 30 minutes to answer one question from Section A and one question from Section B. So if you think about it, you can dedicate 45 minutes to Section A and 45 minutes to Section B. You can start with whatever section you want, whichever one you feel will be the easiest for you to address, so as you can dedicate more time to the other. Notice that both Section A is worth 25 points and Section B is worth 25 points for a total of 50 marks that you can potentially earn from the paper one. All right, so let's go ahead and look at the paper one. As you can see here, paper one consists first of Section A. All right, Section A pertains to microeconomics. Okay, and as you can see, there are 2 questions, but you are to choose one of them. But the question you choose will have 2 parts to it. Notice that the first part, part A, of either question 1 or 2, usually starts with list or explain. Sometimes it will start with the command term define. So again, having an understanding of what these command terms require of you will enable you to provide a better response with what IB expects from you. All right. Then there's part A is worth 10 points, and then part B of the question that you choose is worth 15 points for a total of 25 points. Part B will usually start with evaluate or discuss as a command term. So again, having that list of command terms is very helpful in terms of knowing what IB expects from you. All right. So Section A, as you notice, also pertains to microeconomics. So all your responses should be within the context of microeconomics. Section B, it pertains to macroeconomics, and it's the exact same format as Section A. You are instructed, you're required to answer one of the two questions. But just like in section A, each question has two components, A and B. So if you choose to answer question 3 or address question 3, part A of question 3 requires you to explain, whereas part B requires you to discuss. The command term sheet will help you out in differentiating what those demands are of you. Again, part A is worth 10, part B is worth 15 for 25 points. If you combine the 25 from section A and the 25 marks from section B, it's a total of 50 marks. All right, so there's the basics. This is what the test will look like when you receive it. Also, on May 13th, when you take the paper 1, you will be given 5 minutes of reading time, where you get 5 minutes, no writing, you put your pencil down, you put your pen down, and you just get 5 minutes to read the questions so that you can decide which ones are best for you. And then after that 5 minutes, you will be given your hour and a half will start, so you can start working on your responses. So that's typically how it works. With that in mind, you do have an assignment in ManageBac. If you've been paying attention, to ManageBac, I just put a task in the task folder. It is due by midnight Friday, and it is your first practice paper 1 of this 9-week marking period. So go ahead and start working on that. Save it as a PDF once you're finished, and then upload it into the Dropbox in ManageBac so that you can get credit. This is for a scaffolding grade. Once everyone has submitted that, I will then post the key so that you can then evaluate your work, and you can check your work to see how many marks that you would have received. Okay? So I hope this covers everything. If you have any questions or concerns, please let me know. This is just a paper 1. We will be doing a paper 2 practice. We will be doing a practice paper 2 next week. So expect another video and another email from me at the beginning of next week. We're going to keep doing this in this manner up until we come back to school. Okay. Also, don't forget you have a reading calendar that I'm attaching to this email, and you'll have a few other bits of information. But if I didn't cover anything that you're wondering about, just shoot me an email, and I'll be more than happy to respond to that email. All right, I know it's St. Patrick's Day. I'm not wearing any green, so here's my little bits of green right here. Here's my baby. Should I even be holding her? I guess I should put her on the other side of the house and just ignore her for the next 2 weeks. I don't know. But anyway, we're having a good time. I hope you guys are too. Staying safe out there. And if you need anything, just let me know. All right, love you guys. See you later. Bye.